This is Dr. Vaishali and I'm reading from the book Substance of Homeopathy, book written by Dr. Rajan Sankaran under National Classification of the Drug, Animal Kingdom, and chapter number 39, like caninum. I do not know why I like this remedy so much. I have used it often with very good results and I would like to share my experience. After giving a lecture on like caninum, I went to the hotel and lay down to sleep, but I was suddenly worried that a snake would come out of the bath drain and felt I should block the drain. I struggled between logic and the fear. My logic said one thing, my emotions another. Antagonism with the self. Anti means agony, the struggle with oneself. This is the rubric of antagonism with self. The lecture somehow seems to have put me in a like caninum state. It splits the person in two, and there is a struggle between the two sides. On the one part was the fear, the emotion, the instinct, the animal fear, here the fear of snake, and the anxiety that the snake would attack me. On the other side was the thought, this is not logical, not correct, doesn't make sense. Control your emotions, not be a fool. This is the civilized and controlled side. The other is the emotional and spontaneous side. Like caninum is the milk of the dog or the beach. It has in it the nature of the dog. What differentiates the dog from all other animal? It is the animal which is totally controlled, totally civilized, and it has suppressed its basic animal nature and only expressed the controlled domestic side. You cannot make a cat perform a trick. A cat has its own individuality, and the cat is a proud animal and will not listen to you. It does what it wants, and you are slave to the cat's whims. The cat is a Cleopatra. The dog is out to please. It is a dependent, and it can't be find its own food. It is dependent on the master. Its survival depends on keeping the master happy by its performance, its and affections and love, etc. Anxiety, success from doubts about. Fear, duties that she will be unable to perform her, which is mentioned in the rubric adult like caninum. He has to perform or he will not be wanted anymore. If I can't do my duty, the master will kick me out. The need to please is the animal side, but the dog knows that however he tries to please, however successful he is, he will never equal to the human. He knows he is the bottom of the hierarchy. Even if a dog has been in the family for years, when a child is born, the child is king. There are permanent feeling of inferiority, delusion, diminished, short, despised, looked down upon, insulted, thinks he is. He becomes contemptuous of himself. I can never be a good. The animal side is malicious. If you pull his tail, he will bite you. They are very passionate, very lascivious. He can get quite aggressive and defensive. This is replicated in the proving and unbelievable when seen in the patient who need like caninum. An architect who needed it said, I don't understand why, but every time I see a cat coming into room, I have to chase it out. Another patient said, I don't know why, every time I walk in the street, all the dogs follows me. Imagine the life of the black person in the US. Every day, even today, what is the feeling? I am unlucky. I have been born with a black skin. I will try to perform, but I know ultimately that I am a black. Jurgen Becker tell me that the common expression of the black to another black is a mofo, means motherfucking son of a bitch. Surely a lac caninum expression is there. A possible situation of lac caninum could be instant. Imagine that it must be like on the one hand, the child feels dirty, contemptuous of herself, and on the other hand, she depends on the parents a lot and has to keep the feeling suppressed. They can develop attack of intense rage. When this rage becomes constant, the remedy changes to lysina. The mad dog. When the mad part takes over and the civilized side is suppressed, that is the lysinum. Desire to attack the person he is dependent on. Once in Germany, I was giving a lecture on leg caninum. The door opened and two dogs walked in. The theme of the dog is an intense thing, the conflict between civilization and animal instinct. It is one of the main remedy for the inferiority complex. Now, one case of the leg caninum. A 5-year-old boy, Master A.W., came with a recurrent cold and cough since the age of the 4 month, especially during change of weather. He used to be quite breathless during the attack and had to be given antibiotics and bronchodilator. Among the symptoms observed, he had a great desire for meat 3+, spicy and fried food and wafer. Child used to be much aggravated by cold drink, and every time he drank something cold, would develop a bronchitis, would feel intensely remorseful, 3 marks, and would say, if I had not taken the cold drink, I would not have fallen ill. He does not listen to anybody, hits everybody. I have no friend, they hits me, so I am bad. He is aggressive and striking and kicking, pulling hair, but at the same time, he is extremely affectionate. 2+, and he runs to people and start hugging and kissing and showing lot of physical affection. He has a dream of a ghost which is black, and he kills the ghost with his nail. Child loves animal and even loves the stench of animals. At the time when he came for the treatment, he was on bronchodilator, antibiotics, iron and vitamin. I was struck by two sides of him, one aggressive side and the other affectionate side. This very much remind me of the dog, because a dog has these two qualities. It can be very aggressive and at the same time very affectionate, especially a lot of physical affection. Also the instinctive drinking of cold drinks and the feeling remorseful about it. Again we see two sides, the instinctual side and the civilized side. What struck me was that he kills the ghost with his nails, which is a typical animal behavior. He felt very close to animal, even liked to the smell of animal, and had a marked desire for meat, like for carnivorous animal, and desire for spicy food too. I show his nature as that of a dog, and on the basis I gave him leg caninum in October 92. It didn't need any repetitions till June 93. With 1 dose, he felt absolutely better and didn't require antibiotics or bronchodilator anymore. And he had a minor recurrency in the June 93 and responded immediately to leg caninum. Till then, the child remained quite well in his overall health.